we talk whenever we feel like it about F1. It's not a determined fate that this is a completely 100% chat about F1. So just chill out, F1 listeners, okay? This is a life lesson on lower your expectations. You're going to get some F1, but you're also going to get some middle-aged conversation. Middle-aged conversation.
I feel like there's a shift. More and more people are admitting that watching motor racing is boring. Half the time, maybe 2/3, depending on who you are. Do you hear that
I
in the
don't
podcasts you
have
listen to?
I this week was exciting because we had the first Formula One race of the 2026 season
But it
with
was
all the
also
new
boring.
rigs. Part of it's were boring. Part of it's were boring. Part of it's that's not right grammar.
It's not a news flash, Milky. You don't even have to point it out anymore.
Okay,
We're on year 3 of you butchering the English language.
so be it. At least I don't. At least I don't abbreviate everything. So it's exciting because we got new regs, but I've been listening to some of the fans and some of the experts, and the big debate is that it's not real racing. It's Mario go-karts. It's video gameplay. It's no strategy. You use your boost, and then the next guy boosts you back, and you're just boosting each other. It's a boost.
Yeah, they're right. And
It's a
it's by design, and it's not going to change. The gamification of everything. They've seen it work in other businesses. They're going to do it here. They're not playing to fans like you. They're playing to fans like me who came on from Drive to Survive and aren't interested in the tech. They're interested in, oh, this is fun. That guy's ahead of that guy. Now
I
he's
mean,
behind that guy.
it's when you put it that way, he's ahead of that guy. He's behind that guy. He's still behind. He's ahead of that guy. Oh, he's ahead of that guy. He's behind that guy. When you put
Look
it
at
like
this.
that, it's way more exciting.
Look at this. Look at the size of
Don't,
this.
yeah, you don't need to point it out. Just like my grammar.
Fuck me. Fair enough. Point taken. Okay,
Yeah,
I
you know
won't.
what the beautiful thing is all these young, successful men
Yeah.
racing F1 cars will one day have the hair challenges that you have.
Okay, and Pierre Gasly already has them, some might say. Fair enough. But they're also more successful than we were, than we are now. Let's play that game. Where were we when we were an F1 driver's age?
Yeah, I love that game. It's a game that, makes me feel poorly about
How
myself.
old's Arvold Lingblad, the new guy?
That's an Arvid.
Yeah.
One of the uncoolest names you could have, I think, Arvid, but he seems
What
pretty
a
cool.
stud. What a stud. Just
Is
love
he
him.
gonna be is he gonna be the guy that turns the name Arvid around and makes it cool?
Oh, yeah, that's good. There'll be an uptick in Arvid baby names next year.
Right?
9 months from now.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
he's the only Arvid
Track
I've ever
that.
heard of.
Can we bet on that? Does FanDuel do baby names?
Maybe. I mean, you can
Speaking of
bet on.
babies, is
Yeah.
your wife talking to the dog?
She's talking to Rizzo, our little the Boston Terrier. Yeah. Yeah. You can bet on everything. Speaking of gamification,
Yeah.
gamblification of everything. You can bet on everything now. It's
Yeah.
we're in a sorry state, I feel like. We can't just enjoy something for the sake of enjoy. We can't just watch the sport and enjoy the sport anymore.
Anymore? I mean, you're sounding like a grumpy old man. And I know that that's the pot calling the kettle black, but haven't we always been this shitty?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we've always been this. I think. Well,
Really?
look, they didn't
Do
bet
you?
like the gambling on the NFL was not like it is now. Like now
It
you
wasn't
can bet.
as successful, but there was
Well, I mean,
people, there was addicts always who will be like, yeah, I'll put money on that. It just wasn't institutionalized. You couldn't trade it
AJ,
publicly on the stock exchange.
That's true. JB, there's an alert I need to bring to your attention. Are you in a different location in your house?
No, same location.
Okay,
Why?
because
What
the
does it
internet's
say?
bad. The internet, you're pixelated on my end, so I don't know what that means for our podcast.
Oh, you're not pixelated, nor am I. I got how
Okay,
many? I
so
got full bars. I don't know
okay.
what to say.
Yeah,
Should we
maybe
keep?
there's
Am I
just
still pixelated?
well, you're a little bit better now, but
Is this
I'm just
helping
pointing it out.
things?
I don't think so. But I'm just pointing it out because maybe
Yeah,
we've got
yeah.
we got a problem on our hands.
Well, sometimes, and I don't know if it's with Restream or the other one, the things we're seeing is not the thing going out into the world.
Okay.
It's
Well,
two different. So this is like a low
phi.
res preview for us,
Okay.
but it'll go
Thanks
out
for
higher. I remember that
well,
from doing another one with a guy far away.
okay.
And by
A
one I
guy
mean
far away.
podcast. Speaking of other men who are younger or perhaps the same age of us as us, who are more successful than us, Toto Wolff made some moves of
What
late.
did what did Total Wolf do now? I mean,
Well,
hasn't he done enough?
a year ago he's sold 15% of his stock in Mercedes-Benz Petronas to uh, George Kurtz, that
Yeah.
American billionaire who owns CrowdStrike.
Yeah.
And now he's going after Alpine.
No.
I read in the
How do I not
Express.
know about this?
I read in the Express this morning. Yeah,
Why does he want a piece of Alpine?
I
Is
don't
he
know.
is he doing that just to piss off Christian Horner? Because Christian Horner wants a
Yes,
piece of
I think he is. I mean, I hope he is. Wouldn't that be? But that's why I'm not a success. Toto's got really good reasons. He sees a bargain. That's what rich people do. They don't go around buying. Maybe they do go around buying stuff at full price and then waiting it out. But I think he sees an opportunity because what are they called? The
Alpine.
celebrities want out. The celebrity
Oh,
chunk.
Ryan Reynolds wants out.
Ocoats, Octol, or whatever that group
Yeah,
is
something
called.
like they sound like
Where
a
do they come up
vegetable.
with these
Some
names?
they sound like
Where
an
do they
Asian
come up with these
vegetable,
names? Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like an Asian vegetable that you've never heard of, and it's in some soup, and it looks weird, and it doesn't really taste like anything, but they eat it.
yeah. I don't know about it's feeling casually racist now.
No, that's not. I don't think.
You don't think so?
No, I'm just talking about the Asian vegetable choices.
That aren't any good and they eat
Yeah,
them anyway?
I'm allowed to say they're no good, and they eat them anyway. Those are facts. It's
What is
subjective.
Well, those are facts and they're subjective. Which is it? They're a wolf mug? Also, Asian. What does Asian mean to you?
It means everything.
That's
Means
my
it
point.
all.
I think
Means
we
it
should get
all.
rid of the word Asian. What is that, like half the
Well,
world?
yeah, it includes the Middle East. I thought the Middle East was the Middle East. Why is Middle East Asian?
And half of Turkey.
I don't get it. Half of Turkey, only not all of Turkey, only half of Turkey is Asian.
Well, half of Turkey is in Asia and half is in Europe.
That's right, because they got that crazy bridge.
They got that crazy bridge.
A big bridge. When do the Iranian drones choose to hit that bridge? Oh my God.
Boy. I'm excited about that war because I grew up in Little Persia and I know a lot of Persian people and they're just the most fun and they're
Mhm.
so good looking and they know how to party and they're
Mm,
such good hosts and their barbecue is so good. And
mhm,
I love Persian film and poetry
mhm.
and they have a long-standing tradition of that. And also, guess which empire is the most successful thus far in human history? Better than the
Um,
British, better than the Roman, longer lasting, bigger, richer, more
well, I mean, I feel like this is a trick
militant.
question.
It's the Persian one. Let me just
Why?
finish.
But I think it's a bit of a trick question because I think how you're framing it and how you rate what is a successful empire. Because I might suggest this: indigenous cultures from all over the world that have been self-contained and lived off the land and not chosen to
I like that.
colonize or
I
take
like that. Yeah. Now,
or
of course,
expand in an aggressive way, I would maybe they're more successful.
I like that. I like that. They may not have been colonizing, but they were conquesting.
Mm,
I mean, they were murderous.
mhm. But now is that
All human beings take land. We always conquer. We're conquering people, no matter what color you are.
let's get back to Arvid Lindblad or
Good
Lindland. We
idea.
gotta get that
Really
last
good
name.
idea.
18 years old, more eloquent than I am at my age currently. His
Yeah.
post-race interview was outstanding. Where was I at 18? I was still in high school. I was not
Yeah.
racing a car in Melbourne.
Were you still a virgin?
No.
Oh, good for you. I was.
Oh, at 18. Okay, well, that's all right.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was saving it.
Of course you were. Absolutely. You were smart enough back then to go,
I was not saving it.
I
My
know.
awkwardness saved it.
Well, you're still
talking.
awkward and you're not a virgin anymore.
True.
And from what I hear over the radio waves, you got quite some game. You got game now.
Well, I'm a work in progress, Milky.
Hey, you're always learning and you're willing to know your mistakes, right?
Yeah.
Recognize them and then build upon them. You got a straight gin going on?
Straight gin, 12:29 p.m. on a Thursday, and I'm just drinking warm gin again.
He loves a good warm gin.
Of course, it's in my
mid-afternoon.
veins. Hey, speaking of the weekend coming, 16, aka Henry Bryden, he leaves for Japan in less than 24 hours. I almost puked. And cried.
Hey, how
right
long
there.
is he there for?
10 days.
Oh, he's going to just miss the Japanese Grand Prix.
Oh, that's right.
You should extend
He-
his stay.
He doesn't like F1. He doesn't like sports. He's like his
likes-
dad.
He likes books.
He likes books and computers. The other day I said, so do you know anyone going on this trip? He's going with a school. And he goes, no, not really, but I'm excited to see who I'm traveling with and who I'll share a room with because most of them are nerds. And I said, do you self-identify as a nerd? And he did this thing of like, yeah, dumbass. He's just into it, which is weird for you and I because nerds weren't cool.
No, well,
when we were growing up.
Yeah. Maybe
now nerds have inherited the earth, at least the ones that know how to pair Dockers with a Lamborghini. But there's 16 who's like, yeah, I'm a nerd.
I mean, maybe this is one of the positive things of social media, although I'm hearing that there's way less positive things, even more so now than about social media. But maybe that's one of them because, you know, with the internet and social media, there's all sorts of people identifying however they're identifying. And now all of a sudden, cosplay, nerd culture, video gamers, all that stuff. That's cool.
He's not allowed. They're not allowed on social media. So, but he got it. He got it somewhere through. If it's in the ether, he got it.
Well, I mean, kids talk.
Kids these days.
Back to Arvid Lindblad.
Not a nerd.
Well, you could say he's a racing nerd.
You're right. Yeah, that's true.
Right. At 18 years old, he's traveling around the world. At 18, I'm trying to think of where I went. I think I went to some soccer tournaments in Northern Ontario. I probably did some camping in Quebec when I was 18. 18, I might have. I'm just trying to think. Did I go anywhere at 18? Like, did I go to?
I went to Bangkok.
Oh, good for you. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I went there on my gap year because my mom said, why don't you go to Bangkok? My boss's daughter is going there, and she was 20-something and her friends.
And you were 18?
Yeah. And I was
like, that's where you lost your virginity. You lost your virginity in Bangkok.
No,
why not?
Didn't.
That's where you should have lost your virginity.
I know, but I shouldn't have been in Bangkok as a sheltered suburban 18-year-old virgin. I mean, that place is terrifying.
You were even your awkwardness in Bangkok still kept you a virgin.
Yeah, and I traveled with 2 women for about a month, and I was still a virgin. And Kelly would hit on me, and I was just so clueless and scared that I still came out a virgin after traveling with in a throuple.
Well, you know what?
But you know what I did learn?
What?
I learned how to smoke. I had my first panic attack, and I learned about cigarettes, and I've never looked back.
And the cigarette helped the panic attack?
Of course, cigarettes are magical.
What?
I learned, you know what else? That's the first time I drank Red Bull, too. I was hungover. I was on a Thai bus, and there was Red Bull. There was Red Bull in a pharmacy. This was about 300 years ago, so I can't. But I remember drinking this stuff, and it actually worked.
Well, my first Red Bull was in South Africa, in Cape Town.
South Africa.
South Africa. I was in
South Africa. South
Hey,
Africa.
Christina, sorry, excuse me. I'll need a little bit more coffee,
Stop it, David.
please.
Get it yourself.
No, I can't.
Get it
I
yourself,
can't.
David.
I can't break the podcast. You need to make me more coffee. All you have to do is,
Hello, gorgeous.
Hey, GB.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Good. You look nice.
Thanks. I got up late today. I did a stage reading yesterday at the Culture. It was so good.
Oh my God. Whose
It's called
script?
Liberation.
Yeah.
who's
Whose script?
Oh, something. Oh, God.
It doesn't
I
matter.
forget the playwright's name already, but it was on Broadway last spring, and
Hmm.
it was the first reading in Vancouver. The gal who organized it got the rights to it, which
Yeah.
was great. We just emailed the playwright's agent, and the agent
Oh,
was like, "Yeah,
that's
I'll pass
fun.
it along."
That's fun.
Yeah, anyway, it was great. So when you're just on that, you're just so excited at home when you
Yeah.
get home.
Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't get up this morning, but guess what? I'm drinking my broth and I'm up.
Do you have broth instead of coffee? He's such a dick.
So by the time I'm talking to JB, I could take over and you can go get your coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, Milky. What about that?
Oh my gosh. Oh, wrong.
Oh my
way.
God. Finally.
Ah, finally, I get to be on a podcast. I don't have any makeup on. Look at this look.
But why is your face so glowing?
My
Do
face.
you do something first in the morning?
Yeah, do you want my regime?
Yeah, I want your
So
regime.
first I do hot. So at night I make ice cubes with turmeric, lemon,
Oh.
lime. I freeze them. So then when I have hot water, I just put the ice cube in.
Uh-huh. That's your tea?
No, that's just hot water.
Okay.
And then I have a cup of broth. So I make
Okay.
my own vegetable broth and then I make my own bone broth.
Uh-huh.
And then after this, I'll have like my berries and nuts and then I'll have coffee. It's
Wow.
changed my whole system with like inflammation. It just
Oh, I love it.
yeah, you just feel so much better. And I actually, my coffee cravings, I only have one. And even then I find it hard to drink sometimes.
I changed too. I eat a lot of turmeric now. I have an Ayurvedic winter spice blend that Miranda gave me. And so I mix that in with vegetables and eggs every morning or most mornings. Sometimes I get bored of it. And then if I get bored of it, I'll put it in the oatmeal and flaxseed and hemp hearts porridge that I make. But what I don't do is I don't know what to put on my face. And I got some Korean stuff, but I don't I keep putting snail slime on my face and I don't know what it does.
Well, I just got David some stuff over Christmas and I just started getting him to do it, but he's like, I don't know what to do. And then he's like,
Yeah, that's me.
He's like, I think every dude's like that, eh? They're just so.
What do you do? Do you have something on your face right now?
Yeah, so I have at first I use vitamin C. Well, I ice my face in the morning.
I got to know this stuff. So ice your face. And do you use the ice with the turmeric in it?
No, there's another tray of regular ice. So I just do regular ice. I used to have a roller, but I actually just like using regular ice. People put it in
So you put it in a bag or you just
rub
ice cubes on it?
Yeah, I just rub ice on it. I probably should put it in a bag, but just rub ice on it.
Face.
Ice face. And then I put vitamin C and then I let that sit for a bit.
Vitamin C cream,
It's serum.
serum.
Yeah. Or there's a type, I love True Botanicals. You can get it at the detox market, and it's very clean. And it's a powder, and then you have to buy a serum, but I can explain that to you after.
Wow.
Our listeners don't need to hear that part. So it's vitamin C. Then I let the vitamin C sink in. I make my own castor oil. So a
You
castor
make
oil.
your own.
Yeah. Well, concoction. I use castor oil, jojoba oil. Is it jojoba? Jojoba? Jojoba.
Yeah, jojoba.
And then I put drops of frankincense and lavender.
Oh, my friend Aaron does this.
And then
Yeah,
I put that on my face.
yeah.
Then I wait till that sinks in, and then I gouache my face in the morning. Gua sha. You know what
Gua sha?
the metal
Oh,
lymphatic. And then I put my face cream on, and then at night I have this device called, it's a zip device, and it's nanocurrent.
no.
And that's what I do my retinol, and then I'll do the castor oil again, and then my cream.
Jesus. Are you
I
retired?
know. I should be.
I know. We should be retired, hey.
We should.
I like in a year, I'm
We're
gonna
doing
have
it.
my first job, Christina.
Already?
I'm going backwards, man. I'm becoming a worker.
It's nuts.
It's nuts. What the hell happened? We're
The
not doing it.
pandemic,
We're not
whatnot.
fucking doing it. We
All
were
those
doing it,
days.
and then it didn't
We were.
work. And now I have to get a job. And you have a job? Are you teaching today?
Yeah, I teach at 4, but I love it.
Oh, good.
I know it's weird, huh?
It's weird.
It's just like the things we thought, and then, but who knows?
Who knows? Exactly right. You can't predict the future.
Look at Timothy Chalamet.
Right?
He screwed that one up.
What did he screw up?
Oh, you could look it up.
Timothy
made-
Chalamet?
Yeah, he made comments how nobody needs like ballet and opera and nobody cares about it.
Oh.
And so everyone from the opera, ballet, they're pooping on him, which they should, because he's just an arrogant little, I think, it's just an arrogant
It's
little.
too bad. He's such a
I
good
know.
actor.
I know, but I think he's cocky.
I mean, how can you not be weird when you get that kind of attention and money? And
I guess so, but you don't say stuff like that. Ballet and
No.
opera was around way more. I mean, AI is going to take over everything.
no,
so
it's not.
you don't think
That's
so?
we always think. We always think the worst, and then it's like a balloon deflating slowly.
Yeah, we'll see.
Everything's anticlimactic. Everything's harder than you think. Everything's boring. We've always been shitty. I was just telling Miltbags this. He's like, we're shittier now. I don't think we are. I think we've always been terrible.
As humans, you mean?
Yeah.
Or just David?
No.
Hey,
Well,
one more
David's a
thing.
pretty good example. Yeah.
School, how is it?
School's great. Interventions right now. So this week in my practice session where I pretend to be a therapist, I used narrative interventions where we did a what you love index. My client is a 27-year-old Korean Canadian woman from Montreal who's suffering from she doesn't know who she is. She's a people pleaser, so she doesn't have an idea. Is she Canadian? Is she Korean? Is she Anglo living in Quebec? Is she a twin? Is she a daughter? What is she? She doesn't know who, because she's always been a people pleaser. So we're working on finding her identity. And her homework was to do a frustration index. List all the things that frustrate you, from frustration to incandescent rage. List all the things that you hate. So we'll take the list of all the things she loves and the list of all the things she hates, and we'll figure out, like, maybe she can focus more on these top 3 things she loves.
That's great. I want to do that.
Yeah, it's
I'm
really
going to do
fun.
that list and I'll send it to
Do
you.
it.
So is this in front of the whole class?
No, it's a group of 3. We've split off into a group of 3s.
Oh, I love that.
It's so much fun.
So 2 therapists, I didn't mean to air
One
quote.
observer, 1 therapist, 1 client, and we switch roles.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
So
it's
she's
really
from
good.
Montreal, but she lives in Toronto. Like this is in person.
Vice versa. No, it's all online. And then the third member is a Persian Canadian woman who lives in Victoria.
Oh, that's so great.
Hmm.
Do you want an Italian Canadian?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me know.
Okay, you
Oh,
got
we
it.
can't work together. We're friends.
No, that's true. That's a conflict of interest.
All right. Well,
Shh, don't tell anyone. I'll tell
we're
you
not
stuff.
friends.
We're
Yeah,
not
tell me
friends.
stuff.
Okay.
I gotta write that frustration list and send it to you.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, and don't just write David, 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 David,
No, no,
David,
no, no,
David.
no, 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 no. As instructors, we get these it's called Fit Grid. So
Mhm.
after your class, you write a nice message like, thanks everyone for coming out to play. I really enjoyed sharing your, And so usually I'm gonna say, I usually get 9s out of 10s, 10s out of 10s, right? And
Yeah.
then you get that 1 out of 10. And
And it's all you can think about.
it's all you can think about. It's that 1
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
And then I have to stop myself and be like, no, no, no. This person, obviously, when you have time to write a paragraph about something and you start it with IDK, like I don't know, you're a Gen what? X? Like
Really,
you're
they
what?
started their paragraph of complaint
Yeah.
with IDK.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's
they're
hard.
what? 17?
Right. They really know what's going.
Right?
Yeah.
It's really funny. And usually like I don't care. I find them all entertaining, but there's sometimes where it's like, no, you're blatantly lying. Like I didn't do that in class, but
Right.
then you can't just like anyway.
No.
So what I want to do is read my Fit Grid reviews. You know
Oh,
how
yeah.
celebrities read their tweets? I want to
Love
read my
that.
Fit Grid reviews
Great idea.
because when you read it out loud, it sounds so ridiculous,
I love it.
right? Anyway, that's all, folks.
Love you.
I love you. Here's David. Did you get your coffee?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. So sexy.
Hello.
So you were 18. I was in Bangkok losing my mind. Why the fuck am I in Bangkok? This place is nuts. And you were 18 in Northern Ontario playing soccer. Did you hear me, or are you?
I did.
having
I
troubles?
just,
You having
no, I'm
troubles?
fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I think at 18, I don't even think I left the country.
Yeah.
Harvard Limbad's going to be in 24 countries.
Are there more? Is this a false equivalency? Are we being hard on ourselves? Are there more JB and Miltbags in the world than there are Arvids? Like we should be comparing ourselves to, the unknown person. This is what's wrong with social media. We're falling into the same trap.
I mean, I guess, but the point is it's just an excerpt of our show in reality, because we could also go, where were we at 26? I think that's how old Lando Norris is. 26, a little different. 26, I was down in Vancouver, hip city, getting into acting, right? Like doing exploring the art form of improv, big difference. I mean, Lando Norris can't do improv comedy. He'd be
That's
terrible.
true. Oh, I like this. You just made it. You just got your positrons out.
I guarantee you, I take any one of those F1 drivers in an improv show, I would destroy them. I'm the Max Verstappen of improv comedy. They couldn't keep up. Oh boy,
No, you're right.
I would tear Max apart. I'd be so quick-witted, he wouldn't even
Yeah.
know what hit him.
Yeah.
You know what? He wouldn't know what hit him because it'd be like him hitting Russell in Spanish Grand Prix last
Yeah.
year, 2025. Still
Yeah.
Was that
hasn't
last
reached- year?
Yeah, time flies, JB. It's already almost the end of March, and I'm still don't feel like I've caught up on anything in my life. There's a room in my apartment that I've said I will organize it so it will be the podcast room and music room. It is still filled with life stuff.
Hey, at least you've got multiple rooms in your apartment.
Another good positive spin. I think what we're learning about being middle-aged is that you just kind of are forced to be positive because otherwise,
Yeah. Otherwise, you might as well just jump in a lake.
yeah. is it that people are wise when they're older, or they were just forced to accept the realities of what was or is?
Maybe a bit of both. There's some acceptance, resignation, maybe.
Right.
And then when you metabolize experience in a right way, it can turn into wisdom.
I guess you're right. And I liked how you framed that, metabolize, because I do a lot of eating when I'm middle-aged too.
Well, we do that instead of having sex.
Well, this goes back to my theory about when you get older, you know, what do you really need in life? You know, like
You need touch.
you need,
I
well, yeah,
need
you need
that.
some touch, you need some
You don't
security,
need
but
sex as much. You still need touch.
food is like,
Food.
you can enjoy that,
It's the greatest.
right? Like you can enjoy it. And yet again, I have a feeling the F1 drivers are eating better than us and having more fun than us.
Yeah.
I would like to, you know what,
But
that's a fun
do they have
experiment.
friends? Do they have friends?
Well, I
'Cause you need
Lando
friends.
Lando has friends because he brings some of them to the races for support because he needs it, which is okay. He recognizes that he likes that moral support.
I think he'd be a really good friend. Anyways, I cut you off. You were about to say something about a game or an experiment.
I'd like to research and be like, I want to eat like an F1 driver for a week.
Oh, I don't know. Elite athletes, they probably
Yeah.
eat like 14 chickens a day, and that's it. And gallons of water and then steroids.
Well, I was
I'm
also
not sure about the last one.
I was also reading a little bit about how F1 drivers, there's a lot of focus on sleep, having really, really good sleep and how important that is
Yeah.
for their, which,
Tell that to my neighbors.
your neighbors don't sleep.
They are night owls, man. My God. And they're not even loud. It's just not enough insulation. I look forward to having my own home again.
When's that going to happen, JB?
2028?
What's the plan?
The plan is to,
You're buying a place?
I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely want to buy my children places, but for me, I'd be okay with renting and saving on that. I would also want, how do I get a primary residence without having to live there? So I don't have to pay tax on the profits. That's what I want.
I don't understand the question. You can't have a primary. You have to you buy a place to rent, and then all your interest rates and your property taxes and things like that become a write-off because it's a business. But if it's your primary residence, then you're paying property tax because you live in it.
Okay, that's a good point. Well, I do want a place out in the country, but I just want my own place again. We share a house with people on the main floor,
Right.
and they go to sleep at like 3 a.m. sometimes. 16 wears earplugs, so he's fine, but 13 doesn't.
I mean,
I don't. And he crawled into my bed last night at like 2:30 a.m. because they were so noisy down there.
I mean, here just to point things out, Formula One drivers share walls and floors with people in Monaco, so they're
do you
not
mean?
exactly. A lot of F1 drivers live in Monaco, and
Oh, they live in apartments.
and they share walls, they share floors, they share ceilings.
Okay, let's learn how they sleep.
Right? I bet you they use earplugs.
Yeah. I mean, I got earplugs, but I hear my heartbeat and my breathing when you put them in,
Yeah, but does not soothe you?
No, I think about death.
How come they don't? Oh my God, they should do the heart rate of an F1 driver into the feed, and then they obviously you can't
That's
record the
good.
sound
For
but it'd be-
onboard. For onboard.
Yeah, it'd be really
You could hear their
cool.
heartbeats.
That would be why don't they do that? That's a cool idea.
great
Just like,
idea.
especially when they're close battling, you could hear their heartbeats getting
Yeah.
higher.
Yeah. Hear
Why
them
would they do that?
breathing.
Give
That's
us
a
some-
cool ASMR right there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maybe I should be a director of the Sky F1 race.
I think you should.
I would love that.
That reminds me, I had an idea for a soundtrack for a restaurant that isn't busy. And the soundtrack is the sound of a busy restaurant.
That's a good idea.
Do you think that would work?
I think would totally work. I mean, it might if you were the only people in the restaurant and it sounded like there was like 50 people in the restaurant, it might mess with your
Might be
brain.
a bit weird. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Same
might.
with public washrooms. Why aren't you walking into a public washroom at YVR and all of a sudden this sounds like a babbling brook
You know
or a
what?
rainforest or
I
an
don't
ocean?
understand or whatever.
Come on.
Beethoven's Fifth. Play something in the bathrooms.
Something. Give me a chance to pee, to do something very private in amongst a whole bunch of strangers.
I don't need to hear the symphony of everybody else,
Please.
exiting whatever bodily fluids that they have.
Terrific. You've got diarrhea. This is helping me.
I don't need to know. Nobody needs to know. Also, like, why do they like why is a bathroom built? I get it for the floors. I get it, and you want to keep it clean, but everything is built to reflect sound.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. How about some soft vinyl in there? Is that what you're saying? Or
Anything.
maybe some
Put it-
baffles on the ceiling
Put
at
it up in the
least.
corners. Put them up in the corners. Just do something to
Yeah.
stop the reverberation.
Business idea. We provide soundtracks to public washrooms and we call it canned music.
That's very intelligent, JV. Yeah.
Thank you.
You see? Now,
See?
let's talk
Maybe
a
we
little
could
bit
be
about
successful.
well, I mean, the effort required is hard. I wanted to go back a little bit. Well, first of all, I do want to talk about the China race coming up, but I just wanted to check in on you again because I feel like I'm losing you a little bit with the Italy thing, and I haven't been pushing it on you lately because I didn't want to be too aggressive.
Oh, good for you. Okay, let's
But
check in with Italy.
I'm continuing my research.
You're continuing the dream of you wanting you and your wife and all of your friends.
Not all my friends.
Okay, some of your friends is it just me? Is it just down to me now?
There's a handful of people that I discussed this with.
To retire within the next 10 years to rural Italy. Do I have that right?
Yes, correct.
Tell me where in Italy exactly.
Well, we're going to be southern Italy for sure. Okay. Now,
How so?
it's going to be middle to the south. So I can't declare where exactly because I want to go there and be there for a couple of months and explore the areas that I think I should spend some time in. I'm also going to rent right away. I'm not buying. I'm going to go rent. Oh, okay. Let's go rent up here for 4 months. And I want to do it while I'm still able to move. And then when I start getting older, okay, you know what? This is the area where we should really settle down in. Probably Calabria or Campania or Abruzzo, maybe Puglia, but Puglia is on the east side and it's flatter. I think I want mountains. You know what I mean? I want mountains.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe
in that
Sicily.
Blue Zone show, the Sardinians love their mountains and they're all living to 100. But also they're sheep herders. You know?
Yeah, so they're active.
They're active, right? But also I'm wondering if a lot of healthy people are country people. Simple lives, simple pleasures. They don't travel. They don't watch the news. They probably didn't go to university. But like, is this actually us? To retire to rural Italy, will we be bored?
I grew up in a small town of 5,000 people in northern Ontario.
That's true. But you've been living in a big city, moderate city for decades now.
I know. Okay, I knew that a simpler life for me is a better choice.
Give me an average day, a typical day in Puglia.
If in Puglia, can we go Calabria? Because Calabria has more mountains. Calabria. Okay, it's going to be. I'm going to get up in the morning, all right, with my lovely wife Christina. Hopefully Rizzo's with us still, and if we don't, we'll get another dog. No offense, Rizzo. And I'm going to get up in the morning, and it's going to be a nice.
Are you going to get the same breed or something different? You're going to mix it up a bit?
No, I'll get a Boston again. They're too much fun.
Sure?
They're so smart.
Yeah,
everyone should have a Boston.
Well, they're also very effusive.
Yes.
There's calmer dogs. Do you like calm?
I do, but I also like dog. This dog can be calm, and this dog can be a party, and that's what you want in life, and that's what Italy is. Italy is how to be chill, and how to be, and you know, now to think about it, that's what Formula One is. Formula One has all sorts of stuff going off, passing, exciting, and then boring for a while. Chill out, and then really
Yeah,
appreciate.
you're right.
Really appreciate
Appreciate.
the climax of F1 when something
Appreciate the
big happens.
climax.
Right?
Yeah, that's good. Appreciate the climax. Like you're edging, you know? You get a really fast start, then you're
You
like
never need to do that
coasting,
in front of me.
and then climax.
You don't need to give me. I don't need gestures associated with the words that you're saying.
It was a airtight analogy. Go ahead with your. You woke up with
So
your
you get up
lovely
in the
wife
morning. Get up in
Rizzo.
the morning. You put some clothes on. You go downstairs, and you're like, I think I want to go walk 5 minutes to the local espresso bar and have my coffee in a nice
Yeah.
little piazza.
Yeah.
And I'll
That
get
sounds
myself a
nice.
fresh baked whatever, something that I haven't had. There's probably
Yeah.
some version of an Italian piece of baked good that I've not experienced in my life because we only get certain things over here from Italy.
That's
okay?
true. That's
So
true.
I'm going to get some unique Italian pastry.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to Dino or Sergio or whoever.
Yeah.
Fabio.
And how are you going to talk to them?
How am I going to talk to them?
What language?
Broken Italian, but I'm
Yeah.
going to get better at it. And I will get better at it. And I'm going, and then there'll be, Southern Italy, they don't speak as much English. So that's the one concern. But you might want to live a little more north, like Lazio might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
That's more north. And then, I'm like, Christine and I we need something for dinner, for lunch. I'll walk over to the local little store. I'll get some fresh cut meats. I'll get some fresh bread. I'll go to the butcher. I'll get myself, let's get and then I'll come home and go, there's our dinner. Now, what might I do the rest of the day? Probably go for a walk.
Another walk.
Probably play music on my
Right.
guitar, right? I'd probably join some sort of club, probably pickleball. I think that's what you do when you get older,
Yeah. Yeah. It's big.
and I'll probably go watch F1 races with fellow Italians.
Yeah.
But
That'd be fun.
here's the thing that I like the most about going to Europe in specific
Yeah.
is I'm going to be like, I'd like to go to Germany for a weekend, Frankfurt,
Yeah.
maybe for 3-4 days. I don't know about you, but flying, and this is where I don't envy Formula One drivers, they do a lot of flying.
Mm-hmm.
That is, no matter what anyone says, I bet even first class flying after a while will become annoying. Guaranteed.
What about
Now,
private?
Is
private ever
jets.
annoying? Is
They do have
private ever?
private
Some
jets.
of them are, but
Yeah.
is that ever annoying or is that always thrilling? I don't know. I guess you
I've
get used to
never-
everything.
I've never flown on a private jet.
I've
And
never
yet
been in
another-
first class.
Have I been? No, I don't think I've ever been. I've been business class. No. Christine and I did first class once. Yeah.
How? Where? Who?
We just got the upgrade. They did, the seats were available. We just paid. We were like, screw it. Let's pay the extra $250.
That's not
Was
first class.
Well, maybe it was business class.
$250? That doesn't sound like first class. Anyway, so you're going to fly to Frankfurt.
No,
Oh,
Don't be stupid. no,
thought that
you
was
don't.
the whole-
No, you didn't. I didn't listen. We got sidetracked with Formula One drivers flying around the world in private jets. I'm saying that I'm not going to fly in Europe. I'm taking trains, baby. Trains all day, more civilized.
Yeah.
I'm taking my time. I'm not flying 20,000 feet in the air. We were never supposed to be that high in the first place.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
staying on a train. I'm enjoying the views. I'm taking my time. I'm not in a rush to get there.
Yeah.
Hang out. I can't wait. And that's what makes my mom is a great example. My mom lives in Courtenay, BC. She can't go anywhere. She's 91. She can't go anywhere because it's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that's why we can't retire in Canada or America, unless you're retiring in New York or something, or like can't retire in LA. LA, you got to drive everywhere. New York,
That's
at least
true.
you could be in New York. You could be 94, go down the elevator and walk around the city and be great.
That's true. Now, you can't be 94 in rural Italy, can you? You're going to have to move back to a city then.
No. You live in a town about 18,000 people. There's a whole bunch of towns that are that size, all in an area. There'll be a hospital close by. You give yourself to the community.
Oh,
You
you're going to
ingratiate
volunteer.
yourself. And then when you get older and you're the locals, and you pay them to look after you, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it sounds good. Yeah, I'll come and visit and see how it's going.
I don't think you have a choice. This is the thing.
Well, yeah, and I like a European retirement, but I just want to keep my options open. Also,
Keep
I got children that I wanna visit.
Yeah, you just
'Cause
told him you're gonna buy him a couple places. I don't know how you're doing that, a guy who doesn't make any money. Buy him a
yeah.
couple places, and then you go stay with them. You don't need your own place.
Yeah, I guess so. I also wanna see my grandkids, and I don't wanna have visit 1 week at a time, I
Well, I
want
mean, I don't wanna
to
tell you how to parent, JB, because
but
I don't
here
have kids,
you're
but
gonna
here I
have
go.
you're gonna do it anyway.
Get your kids out of this country.
What's wrong with this country?
It's only gonna be more expensive. It's only gonna get more expensive. It's
But
not getting cheaper.
that's true of every country.
Mhm. Yes, that is a fact for sure. Every country is gonna get more expensive, but there are certain, economic sort of, situations in different parts of Europe that make more sense, whether it's Spain or Portugal or Southern Italy. Things like
Okay,
real
it's
estate,
it's
right?
45 minutes. Should we bring it back to Formula 1 before we wrap this up?
It's been 45 already?
Yeah, 46.
You're getting tired of me telling you how to live your life. I understand.
Yeah. But I do like Italy. I'm with you on the Italy. I'm just not full-time Italy. I've never been there.
Listen,
I'll go with you for when you're renting over there to check it out. I'll come over and
well, you should have went there when you were 18 because you would have got laid.
yeah, maybe. I mean, I could have got laid in Thailand and Australia. That was me. That was on me. I was 6 foot 5 inches tall and 174 pounds of I'm not even inhabiting my body yet.
Let's talk about China. You're right. We should get a bit more F1 in this conversation. So, Chinese Grand Prix, we got a great track. It's an exciting track.
How
It's a
come?
track it's going to be a track that's, in theory, according to the new regulations, we're not going to have these power deficits that we were witnessing in Melbourne, because Melbourne, there's not a lot of
What's
high
a power
braking
deficit?
because they can't charge the batteries to get the extra energy.
Right.
So,
Isn't there a real
apparently,
long straightaway in China?
yes, there is, but there's a lot more corners where you have to brake and you can charge the battery up. So there's apparently, so they're saying that the regulations will have a better sense of what they're like here. I think there'll be more passing at
Mhm.
this race, but marginally. I don't think it's going to be a lot more because I think what's going to happen is the drivers are going to adapt. They're going to start understanding these regulations, and they're all going to start using power and recharging at the same spots because
Yeah,
that's what
that's the way
drivers
it
do.
goes.
They
That's
just
the way
learn
it
them.
goes. That's the way engineers do it, and that's how strategy works, and everything will just sort of flatten out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? It's how people learn, and, the less of the unknown, the less variables there will be, and we'll be back to F1 that's sometimes boring, like all sports.
Well, not all sports, JB. Come on.
Like
Well, I
what's
mean,
what's exciting
okay, I
all the
guess you're
time?
right. I mean, I guess you're right. Like, I mean, if you were to factor in all the F1 races, at some point, there's definitely sections of every F1 race that's boring, like that nothing is happening. But that's just part of the sport.
Exactly. I said all sports. It's a part of all sports. More or less, some of the time you can't have climaxes all the time.
No, you have to have peaks and valleys, and I
Yeah.
think China's going to give that to us. We probably won't have as many safety cars in China or virtual
Mhm.
safety cars because the walls are far away.
Right?
Um, oh,
It's a
but I think
wider track.
it's a wider track. They've got some crazy, structure over top of the start and finish straight. It's like it's like a watching eye. I don't know if you've seen the race.
I have, but I can't remember the watching eye. Is that the Communist Party of China?
Probably, yeah.
Are
It's
we gonna
probably
see Christian Horner at this race?
no. I told you it's not going to happen till. Oh, I have to go back and find the
I
podcast.
thought you said Shanghai
No,
because he's
but did
gonna.
I?
Well,
I
I
think
thought
I
you
think I
said China because his group his conglomerate is gonna
I thought
he's gonna be
I
there
think I
with a
said
bunch of
Singapore.
Chinese dudes.
Singapore.
Well, you
Singapore.
did say Singapore. You're right. I really want to go to Singapore and Shanghai.
Well, I mean,
So many places to go.
Well, I mean, if you were an F1 driver, you could, JB.
You know what? One day I would like to be an F1 driver's psychotherapist.
Well, maybe you could, man.
That would be fun.
Like you probably could. I mean, why not? You'd
Yeah.
have to. I feel like though you'd have to move to probably Italy or Europe, and then you're
Yeah.
close to them, and then you probably would have to start with a younger driver, like that's like
Yeah.
like a 10-year-old. Did you know that Arvid Lindbad started driving at 5?
Wow.
5 years. What were you doing at 5 years old? I couldn't put the objects in the right holes.
No, I was still shitting myself till 6, I think.
He was racing a go-kart at 5.
That makes me want to ask about his relationship with his father.
What would you ask?
What's your relationship with your father like? Because that's a lot of direction. And not all kids want to do exactly what their parents want them to do. I don't have to tell you that.
All right.
Well, I doubt that either of your parents were like, oh, good, he wants to be an actor or a musician.
It's Well, that can explain a lot of where we're at right now, for sure. Those choices have led to me sitting in my living room talking to you, sitting in your bedroom, trying to
I
convince you to
know.
move to Italy because I have no money for retirement.
I know. What have we done?
What else would you follow up with Arvid's relationship? Inquisition. Inquisition?
I'd want to investigate the cultural factors at play. Is he a mixed race?
He's British, Indian, and Swedish. Sounds like a
Yeah,
winning
so
combo.
I'd want to bone up on his backstory and family and immigration history and stuff like that. And then I'd want to talk to him about his goals for therapy. What did he want to get out of this relationship
Well,
with? And
is it
then I think
possible,
we'd,
JB, that you could be that young? You could be 5 years old or 6 or something around there, and then you see something and you truly like enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like you truly obsess about it. And maybe it was introduced to you, but then, you kept, oh, I want to do it again. I want to do it again. Like I think often think about like kids in, let's say, soccer or football, as they say in
yeah,
Italy, which we'll have to refer to soccer as football when we lived in Italy, JB,
yeah,
right? You introduce them to it, they kick the ball, and then they want to go play football all the time. They
yeah,
want to keep playing, right? And then it's
yeah.
like, okay, let's feed this appetite. Maybe that's what happened to Arvid. Maybe it wasn't over parenting at all.
No, no, it's just the commitment for an F1 dad or mom means that parent really has to want it also because they're spending all of their time and money. So that is a bit of a maybe not a yellow flag, but a sign that before the child has the tools to make that sort of commitment, the parent already has.
Good analysis there, Jay. I understand what you mean
Yeah.
because maybe they always wanted to be that F1 driver or the footballer.
Hmm.
And they're like, hey, keep playing this.
Now, this is a small sample size, but Miranda and I decided not to push our kids into sports. All they
And
had to do was go to swimming lessons. That was it. Just don't drown, please. But my childhood was revolved around sports. And I don't like sports at all. But I didn't know I didn't like sports. So I spent years playing soccer and baseball, and I was terrible at both. But I kept going. In high school, I played basketball of my own volition because I didn't have any self awareness. I was just programmed to like sports. If someone had shown me improv, that would have changed everything a little earlier. And then 13, Hart, when he was, I don't know, 10, he said, Dad, you didn't push me enough. Can you push me harder? I want to do sports. And he says, I wish you had got me into sports at like 5.
Can't win. You can't win
You're
being a
damned
parent.
if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Parenting, you're never going to get it right. So you just have to do the best that you can and try and keep the F1 race car on the track. Keep it out of the gravel, keep it out of the walls. That's all you can do as a parent.
That's all you can do.
You know what? I'm going to say this right now. You might be the F1 driver of parenting. You might be the
Aw.
world champion parent.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks so much.
I've had your cooking. What kid can't be happy with? Do your kids like your cooking? Because I like your cooking.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, good. Just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to make some predictions to wrap up the show.
Love it.
This is going to be boring, but I think it's just going to be true. I think it's going to be another Mercedes 1-2. I think it's a Russell win and it's a Kimi second. I think you're going to see Max Verstappen finish third. And I think you're probably going to see an Oscar finish fourth, a Lando finish fifth again, or something like that. And I think you're going to see Isaac Hadjar stay closer to Max than people expect. So then everyone will be like happy about that they've got a good number 2, if you will. I think this is a bold. I think Alpine finishes in the points again, even though they only finished 10th. I think Pierre Gasly is going to finish in the points again.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated driver, Pierre Gasly.
Underrated because he's been in that tire fire of a team for how many years?
Yeah.
So you can't rate somebody who doesn't have a car underneath him.
Yeah, not when the F1 car is probably 70% of a driver's success. Like when you think about it, like if you were to put a percentage on it, it's got to be 70% car, 30% driver.
Yeah.
You know,
my predictions are Ferrari's going to split the podium and Oscar's going to be in the middle. I think he's going to come back strong. Max is in fourth. There's something going to happen with Mercedes. They're ready for a comeuppance. It always happens.
Okay.
When there's that much hype, there's something, and it's maybe not this race, maybe the third race, something. They're going to have that in the first act of a movie. It goes like this. The first obstacle comes real quick. And that adversity is coming for Mercedes.
And like you're saying, sports is gamified, but also maybe people are writing a script. Maybe
scriptified.
Good old what's his name? MBS. Maybe MBS is like, hey, let's introduce a mechanical failure. We don't want to wreck the sport.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Or maybe it's Liberty. Maybe it's Liberty who's like,
yeah. I mean, maybe it's probably that. We screwed up.
My other prediction is I think I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go with it. We're going to see Christian Horner at this race.
I'd love that.
Yeah. And I think it comes on the coattails of Toto's move with Alpine entering the fray. I think now Christian has to show his face.
All right, Toto. I understand what you're doing, Toto. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to connect with Flavio, Toto. That's get a haircut,
Yeah,
Toto.
but maybe it'll be totally unofficial. Maybe it'll be him and Ginger.
Right.
Just putting in that FaceTime to be like, hey, I'm relevant.
Stay relevant.
Toto,
here I am.
Back off. Yeah. And then one more hope. I've got one more hope. I've got a hoping.
Yeah, we shouldn't call them predictions. You're right. We should call them hopes.
Yeah. I hope that, Lewis loves that track. So I think Ferrari's going to have a great day. And I always hope that Haas is in the points. I really want Lance to also show up in 10th or something. I really want that. I really want Aston Martin to finish the race. And what was
They're
the
not
other
going
one?
to.
They're not going to? Not yet?
No.
Damn it. And I really want maybe a spot of rain.
Could happen. I like what you're saying about Lewis and Ferrari because, he did win the sprint race there last year.
He did. That's right.
And I could see Lewis having a stellar race in China. His race in Melbourne was quite good. He was, on par with Leclerc, which is or Leclerc. Is Leclerc? It's Leclerc, right?
According to him, it's Leclerc.
Yeah, it makes sense because if it was Leclerc, there'd be an AIR in there.
E situation. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I think you might be right. I think that's a good hoping that Lewis Hamilton. You know what? For the story, for the Hollywood movie book, whatever, what you need Lewis to win races this year. Like that's a comeback story. You just need it, and so it'll
You
happen.
need it.
He will win races this year. He might even have a chance at the championship if Mercedes stumbles. But
You know what else I'd love? Here's a hoping.
okay.
Lewis was just in Tibet with his
Oh,
mom.
really?
Yeah.
Really? Well, you're up on your
I'd
Formula
love
One.
if he wears all those cool clothes. I'd love it if he wore BLM shirts. I'd love it if he wear a free Tibet shirt in China. He's not
Right.
going to.
No, you're not. I think free Tibet shirts are, banned in China probably, right?
Yeah.
They're probably like
Yeah.
you'd go to jail for that. Hey, one final thing. Do you think, like, because we're 1 week closer to Saudi Arabia and Bahrain, do you think those races are going to happen? Have you been
Man.
following up what's going on?
No, I don't watch the news very much.
It's going to get interesting because Iran
me.
is just.
Tell me.
Well, I'm not a military intelligence officer in any way, but what I
Oh.
watch.
Please continue.
I mean, I have a mustache for it.
You do. You could play one on television.
They're just firing their drones all
Yeah.
over that place.
Yeah.
And which is hard to defend.
Drones
And
are something else.
yeah,
They're a real
and
difference maker.
there's this Canadian professor. I'll get his name. I'll send it to you. He's a really smart guy. He made this prediction like last year. He goes, "There's going to be a war in Iran, and it's not going to work out well. It's going to cause a massive economic fallout. It's going to shift the powers because people don't realize that Iran is somewhat impenetrable.
Oh, how come?
Like it's mountains,
right?
And they're close to all these key economic states that produce oil for the world. And Middle East is the reason why Middle East is such a key spot. It's got the oil, but it can send stuff out to everywhere. That's why they're so. It's such a valued space in like if you could just get your country off of oil, like just build nuclear power plants and don't use oil, and then you have all the energy and have electric cars, and never mind oil. Anyway, that they can just target Saudi Arabia, Lebanon. Well, Lebanon's on their side, I guess, but because of Hezbollah or whatever.
Yeah,
they can hit the Emirates, they can hit Qatar, they can hit Bahrain, they
Israel,
can hit the Middle East, they can hit. They just fire these, and the tankers. That strait, it's not a deep strait.
Is that the Suez Canal?
No, well, there's that, but there's like the I think it's the Red Sea, but there's a part where it's really narrow and shallow, so the tankers can only actually within a 11-kilometer space travel.
Wow. Yeah.
So that means it's easy. It's like they're just throwing.
Yeah.
So I think Saudi Arabia and the Bahrain is over. I don't think it's going to happen. I think
they're going to move it.
I think they'll do a race in Portugal and they'll do a race in Imola again.
And it'll come later. Like, will we have a gap because those two cities can't get ready this quickly to maintain the schedule? Can they?
I mean, I don't know. I bet you they could.
Really?
Yeah, but
they have the infrastructure. They don't.
Well,
have
they might. Well, like Imola's got stands that are some permanent. They got permanent stands. Imola just held a race, and Portimao, I believe, also has permanent stands. So they might not be able to have as big of a crowd because.
But Portimao, they'd have to fix the track, wouldn't they?
No, that track is in great shape.
Oh,
all those tracks are in fine shape.
I'd love to go to a race in Portugal. I really like Portugal.
You should, if that happens, you should go because the race will be affordable. I'm sure. How long does it take for you to fly from Toronto to Portugal?
7 hours to Lisbon.
I see. It is a long time to fly.
For you it is.
Well, it's not that much longer because we can fly from Vancouver to Paris in 8.5 to 9 hours. Isn't that crazy?
No. Is that right?
Yeah. Because we go up and over.
You go up and over.
That's why I gotta retire. I gotta retire in Europe, dude.
We got to.
The trains are better than the planes.
You're big on planes.
And I
mean trains.
I want to eat real
I don't
food.
like flying. You want to eat real food.
Come on.
Yeah. I want to have an Italian lover.
And you can. You can, JB.
Will also teach me how to cook, how to make
Yes.
pasta.
You can. You can have all that. JB, just move to Italy with us. Come on.
Just move to Italy. All right, buddy. I didn't do any research on the pirates of F1 or China at this time. So,
well, listen, you wanted to do that.
I wanted to do that.
So for the next one, let's challenge ourselves. What should I be doing I'm going to give me a challenge. What's my challenge?
You do that structure thing. You structure the whole show and leave a chunk in there for the biography of, what will it be? The biography of China in a review, or biography of what? We don't even know what the next race will be, do we?
Well, I think the third race is supposed to be Bahrain.
So we got to figure out what the third race
why
is.
Don't we make it? Why don't you make it? Why don't you do some investigating on a Flavio or somebody like that? Do an investigating on someone like that way we have something.
Yeah, we'll do a biography on Toto Wolff.
So next week I might have to do it earlier than Thursday, maybe potentially, or a Friday morning. I'll touch base with you, but I will be the conductor then. So I will create a structure of what we're going to go through.
Yeah, great idea.
And then so I'll be like the MC. I'll be like, right. And then we'll do that, and then we'll talk. We'll have a bit more structure with F1 and a bit more structure about being middle-aged as well, because I think we have to talk about it. Otherwise, we can't get through it.
I agree. Anyways, have a great day.
You too. Well, always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.